don't care. You care about you.
No, I
You are the
do care.
only one that you care about. You're the most selfish woman I've ever seen in my life.
No, I do care.
Who do you care about? When you look in the mirror, I care about me, and that's
no,
it.
I don't. I'm going to go in prison for something I didn't even do and sit on a mattress with no pillow.
Oh, no pillow.
No, they
no
give you
pillows.
pillows
No,
in
you get a
prison.
pillow.
Yeah, they give you pillows.
Oh, I heard
You
they
even
did.
get, yeah, you even
They give you
get
nice
blankets.
pillows and blankets, sheets, all that stuff.
Oh.
These guys would be good to go door to door to sell mattresses, pillows. Anyways, welcome to my reaction video. Red 3 Crime, go check him out. He has tons of interrogations, and for me this is the funniest one I found. So let's dive in the video and have some fun. It's a tragic story, but the detectives are making, it's actually really funny.
Lennon's in prison.
Oh.
On November 15th, 2006, Abraham Shakespeare stopped at a convenience store in Prosper, Florida, and he bought a soda and 2 lottery tickets. A few days later, Abraham would realize that he had just won $30 million. In 2006, if a person won the lottery in Florida, their identity would be revealed to everyone. Over the next several years, Abraham would become very frustrated. He would tell his family that he wished he had never won the lottery because the people he believed were his friends just wanted his money. One of these so-called friends was a woman by the name of Doris Donegan Moore, also known as Dee Dee. Dee Dee had a history of attempting to start various businesses, which would all fail. She also had been arrested several times for shoplifting, check fraud, and insurance fraud. At one point, Dee Dee defaulted on a car loan, and she was worried that her car would be repoed. Her solution to this problem was to hide the vehicle at a friend's house and then tie herself up on the side of the road.
She seemed like a very smart, intelligent woman.
While her car had been stolen. Not wanting to be involved, her friend told police that her vehicle could be found on his property.
She got very good friends
would
too.
eventually lead her to Abraham. After earning his trust, she became his financial advisor. Wherever Abraham...
Oh no, Abraham Shakespeare, no. How did you get her to be your financial advisor? That's insane.
Abraham went. Dee Dee was right behind him, at least until November 9th, 2009, when Abraham went missing.
So the guy had the money from 2006 to 2009, so 3 years, $30 million.
In their investigation, they found that not only was Dee Dee living in his mansion, but all of Abraham's assets were signed over to her as well. Dee Dee claimed that Abraham was tired of dealing with people asking for his money, so he gave everything to her and fled the country.
Oh wow.
The police did not
with zero
believe
money,
Dee Dee's
right?
story, so they began their investigation into Abraham's disappearance. A few weeks later, a friend of Abraham's named Gregory Smith told police where they could find his body. He claimed that Dee Dee had taken Abraham's life and buried him behind his own mansion. When the investigation began, Dee Dee became very concerned she would be caught. So she asked Gregory if he knew of anyone that would take the fall for murder.
Don't look at me.
Gregory told her he did, so Dee Dee gave him the murder weapon, and she showed him where he could find Abraham's body. When Dee Dee was brought in for interrogation, she begged the police for protection. She claimed that she had been threatened by a man named Ronald, and she believed that he was the murderer.
Let the show begin.
You don't ask me for you don't protect me. You won't do nothing. You don't care if I'm killed. You don't care. You don't think it's a big deal. You think I've done this. You think I took a gun and shot somebody.
Look at the bright side. If you can convince me, you can convince anybody.
She sounds like the most frightened person right now. Oh my God, you guys don't want to protect me.
You think I took a gun and shot this man.
If you can convince me, you can convince anyone.
Now look,
I'm not yelling at you.
I haven't met you yet, okay, other than meeting you out in the parking lot. Okay, so let's not get off to a bad start, okay? I think we got some things to talk about. Obviously, I've only been involved with the information entailing this whole thing for right at 5 days now, okay? I don't have 10 months of knowledge like Detective Wallace and Detective Clark. Okay, when you're talking about 2 agencies involved with each other, we have unlimited resources.
Unlimited
we can find
resources.
out and accomplish anything we want to do as a collective agency together. Okay? Now, I rely on them because this pretty much has been their
investigation.
Well, I have lied to them because I've been scared of this man and they don't believe me. I asked for protection.
So you lied to police because you are scared of somebody, and then you ask them to protect you. Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
They kept asking me. They knew I was keeping.
I don't have any. I'm not an expert in law or anything, but sometimes I'm like, it's common sense, I think.
Keeping something from them. They knew I had kept hiding something, not telling them everything because I am really scared. They don't believe me. I asked if they could give me protection, and I tell them after last night I didn't care.
Okay.
Once I found out that he really died, I didn't care. I'd rather be dead myself.
Why would you? What? It doesn't make sense. And yeah.
Don't care. I want him in jail.
All right. Time out.
Time out like a
Man
little
that you're
kid.
supposedly scared of. Who are we referring to?
Or
The guy's name's Ronald, and Ronald exists.
Ronald
He
Reagan, I
was
think.
threatened. Talk to him. He threatened him because called me because he got a threat from Ronald too. He threatened him so bad that he went to the sheriff's department and filed a false report to say the man was still alive. I don't care if my sister, somebody killed her, I would not go file a false report and say I've talked to her if I didn't. That is my sister. I'd rather be dead myself.
All right. Let me just preface it this way. All right, Ms. Moore.
Miss Moore.
More
lies.
Like I said, this has been 5 days of me catching up to the information that these detectives of Polk have accumulated.
Mm-hmm.
And they're jam up. They know their business. They know exactly what they're doing.
And they pretty much know.
And they pretty much know everything. Now, hang on a minute, okay? 5 days of catching up with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of the interviews.
Uh-huh.
I saw your interview
I
from
did.
Monday night.
I do.
Okay, and I'm going to sit here right from the start and let you know I'm not going to sit here and listen to more twists and turns. Okay,
Mhm.
we're not going to go down different roads and paths
I know.
because I don't need to right now.
I
Hang
know.
on, hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and listen to you. Okay, and I want to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
But I want to preface it by telling you I'm not going to be led down the wrong path. I'm not going to be led astray because I'm not going to spin my wheels and waste my time, and I'm not going to waste Polk County's time because you know why? We don't need to. A lot of our questions have been answered now, and now it's time to lay everything out on the table and get to the bottom of it.
No.
Okay? And I have my opinion along with Detective Wallace, and we're pretty much on the same
I
page.
know. He thinks I shot the man. He thinks I took a gun.
Did you hear the part that he said we're on the same page?
Uh-huh. Okay.
We're on the same page. Okay, so let's just...
So he is on the same page with him, but she doesn't understand that he doesn't believe her. So being on the same page, he doesn't believe her. So she needs to come up with a really good story to like convince both of them.
just get that clear.
Okay.
All right? Like
Do
I
you
said,
think I shot the man too?
I'm not telling you what I think right now, 'cause I don't lay out my cards like that.
Smart
I'm
man.
willing to listen to you to a point.
To a point, right?
Okay, but when I'm done listening to some more charades, we're going to cut it off right there.
Okay.
All right? Let's not waste our time anymore.
Mhm.
Let's not waste his time. Let's not waste my time. All right?
Okay, well
Because as of right now, listen to me. As of right now, I have a homicide in my county,
Mhm.
and I have a body recovered, obviously.
Mhm.
And I have a pretty good idea of what happened. Now it's time to lay it out. Right now.
I did not kill that man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't
Then
pick
who
up
did?
a gun. I told him that is true. Got Ronald come and seen him and scared him so bad that he went. Is that true? Did he file a false report? Did he say that he seen Abraham? He never went up to the sheriff's department.
There's been no report from anybody that he was alive.
None.
None.
So he lied to me.
Dee Dee,
Enough.
Enough of
of
the
this.
Okay,
lies.
okay. Then he lied to me. Okay.
no.
Everybody
one
lies
lied
to her?
In fact, let me give you a hint.
Everybody lies to her, but she's saying the truth. Everybody lies to her. That sounds.
About
I've been talking to him every day since this thing's been going on, and I know that you've approached him about things, and you've offered to pay him money to tell stuff. Okay? Look at me for a minute.
The detective is referring to the multiple times that Dee Dee paid Gregory to help her. Gregory was paid to call Abraham's mother and pretend to be Abraham. He was also paid to tell people he had seen Abraham as well.
Me for a minute. Okay? This is very important.
The extent that some people go to cover up stuff, and she's not even doing a smart thing, it's insane to me. Why would you pay somebody to lie? I mean, I think she paid a lot of money for that person to lie about that guy still being alive.
Important. Okay? Let me tell you something. None of the little stories like he told you are going to fly anymore, okay? Honestly, at this point, what you need to start realizing, if you love your son like you love your son, like you tell me you do, okay? You need to make sure he has at least one parent left on the outside.
He
Okay?
does.
Listen to
did
me.
nothing.
Listen to me. All right? It's time to start admitting what you did, honestly.
No more games about Ronald.
No more, listen, no, look at me. Look at me. No more, don't say another word, listen to me. No more games about Ronald. No more games about Shaky Sean.
Shaky Sean.
None of the convoluted mess, okay? I have a very good idea of what happened, okay?
Okay, you tell me then.
James Moore did dig that thing.
Wait, what?
Okay? I know
her husband.
All right? James Moore knows he did, okay? I just spent the afternoon with James Moore, okay? I just left with James Moore, all right? We know what happened. Now, it's important for you to tell the truth. If you want RJ to have his father...
I do understand that it's hard to say the truth when you don't want to lose, like, your freedom. But, man, sometimes it's...
out here with him.
James didn't do anything.
If you want RJ...
He dug the hole.
Dee Dee's husband did dig a hole that would eventually be Abraham's grave. However, at the time he did it, he believed it was one of Dee Dee's many landscaping projects. The detectives know that he is innocent, but if they can get Dee Dee to believe that he may be charged, she could confess to protect him.
Okay,
wow. So imagine, like, you don't know anything, but you are going through this because of your wife. It's absolutely, I don't know. It's just mind-boggling to me.
It is important. The rest of your son's life is on. The rest of your son's life is in jeopardy for right now for what you say. Now, okay, you have been selfish beyond selfish. Okay.
They put so much pressure on her. Not many times I've seen detectives putting so much pressure on somebody like this, and they take forever and they take their time. I've been watching a lot of videos of interrogations and stuff, but those two detectives are kind of like done playing games.
You have done things that the average person would never even think of doing. All right? It's time now to stop thinking about Dee Dee Moore. It's time to start thinking about RJ Moore.
And you're putting your 15-year-old child in jeopardy. And I say that with meaning because of the fact that you are potentially... looking at both parents.
I already told Clark that James did not know what that hole was, but I really...
And how could
That's
he
our
not
first
know?
clue.
Because what I did was...
You're looking at a 5 to 6 foot hole. How could he not know?
Because I told him we were burying some concrete.
Okay.
We had buried concrete out there on the property before.
That's like the first time she says the truth, and the whole, so far, this 10 minutes.
If you look in front of that building, there's
What
concrete
building?
buried. There's concrete buried right in front of the brown building to the left.
The one in the middle, the little
Yeah, the little
shack-looking
one.
thing that has new stucco and paint?
Yeah, that one. There's concrete buried right there in the property. On
There's
the
no
property.
concrete buried where
I
the victim was
know-
found?
I know that. I know that. What happened was, and I don't care what you say, as far as I know, I didn't pull that trigger.
Dee Dee spends the next 20 minutes going over her newest story.
Wow.
In this version, Abraham owed a man named Ronald some drug money, and when he couldn't pay, Dee Dee was told to dig a hole for Abraham's body. Dee Dee's husband dug the hole, and then he left, and then she claims that Ronald buried Abraham, and the reason she didn't tell police until now was because she was scared.
Wait, do you have tattoos on the bottom of your feet?
No,
Where are
everybody
them?
was giving me, I've never been to prison, and everybody told me I'm going to be arrested because of this, and so they told me that they got to take away all your paper.
Let's see what's on the bottom of your feet.
So they told me to write my phone number of how to get out on my foot to my lawyer.
What's on your other foot?
Nothing.
There's another number on it.
Oh, I must have, I forgot to put that one on there.
Alright, well, let me...
It's just phone numbers, because they said that they take away all your paper and everything.
Alright, well, let me
I've
check
never
this
killed
voicemail
somebody.
real quick before we carry on, okay?
Wow, he got like, man, just leave me alone. He got really tired of 20 minutes of listening to her like trying to spin a different version.
So,
Hang on a second. Dee Dee, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm just telling you, okay? We've got off on other foots here and there, left and right sometimes. Dee Dee, the stories you're giving don't make sense, okay? And if you can't convince me, then you're not going to convince anybody.
She doesn't convince me either,
End
so.
of story. Look at me and don't hide your head. Look at me and don't hide your head. Listen to me. Listen to me. You talk way too much. Listen to me. Okay? No more of the convoluted stories about here and they were hiding in this room and they were this. Listen to me. Don't do this. That they were hiding in the room, okay? Maybe they were in the house. Maybe there was someone in the house, but they were there because you had them there. They weren't there
Wow.
because you were scared of them. Dee Dee, listen to me. Listen to me and don't make these dramatic.
This detective, it's so calm right now, but later on, guys, we're gonna see.
No, stop. The tears and all that don't work.
why do I want him dead? Why? Tell me.
Because they got you caught.
Because who got me caught?
Hmm? You got yourself caught
For what?
for the murder.
No, I mean, why would I have him killed? Why would I have him killed? Why would I have somebody come there and kill him?
Dee Dee,
Come on,
What?
man.
Do you what?
stole all this money.
Wow.
Cedric, Cedric.
Dee
Cedric
Dee.
says I stole it.
Dee Dee,
Cedric, the people that
you
know.
stole
No,
all
I did.
the
I would not
money.
kill him over
Dee Dee.
money.
Dee Dee, listen to me. Look at me and don't get mad.
How many millions? I'm pretty sure he spent a lot of the money, but like, how many millions do you think she stole?
Let's have a normal conversation where I don't have to raise my voice and we don't have to go back and forth.
Mhm.
Let's have a normal Dee Dee to Dave conversation, okay? You stole the money, okay? I can prove it, okay?
You can prove
Dee
it
Dee,
with
look at
people
me.
that tell
Dee
you
Dee,
I
look
stole
at
it.
me. Look at me. I
I
can
am-
prove it with paperwork, okay? You never paid for the house. You never paid for the assets. You drew all that paperwork up, okay? You might have had him sign it even, okay? And I don't know, hang on, I don't know the reason why. I don't know if you convinced him that everything was your name, that Centauria couldn't get it. I don't know how you convinced him to give you everything without paying for it, but you did.
Had nothing to do with it, but I did not kill that man.
Well, then explain it with a real explanation, not some convoluted this and that. A
Explain
real
to us of how
explanation,
James is not involved.
and not your stories.
I told you how. He didn't know. He had no clue.
The problem with Dee Dee's story is that after Abraham was killed, she then moves into his home and goes about her days as if nothing had ever happened. If she was truly scared for her life,
900 IQ move right now. You make somebody disappear and then you move in their house. Nobody's gonna ever suspect anything.
then why not take the millions of dollars and run away? Throughout this interrogation, every time the detectives have brought up a good point, Dee Dee has an answer ready to go. Let's see what happens when the detectives ask her why she continued to live in Abraham's home.
You know, you didn't live the life of somebody who was scared, Dee Dee. Okay? Not only that, as soon as he's dead, what do? You move on into his house. As soon as
If you were
dead, you
so
move into his
scared
house.
of these individuals, why in the hell would you move into this man's house and put your 15-year-old son in there?
Oh my God. Did the 5-head move? You're so scared of somebody that apparently they have something against the guy, Abraham. And because you're so scared of them, you move into his house because it was safe.
Because it was safe because if you can't get past that first gate.
Oh, oh Lord.
Oh, Dee Dee.
Give me a break.
It was.
Dee Dee.
It was safe.
Dee Dee.
So somebody that you're
You
scared
didn't
of.
live the life of a scared woman. Not at all. Dee Dee.
I did not move right in. You got to look at the date. I did not move right in.
Dee Dee.
I was not in there and moved in. When she come up, I didn't move in until like a month later.
No, a month. You were there. You were there.
I have
And
to
here,
look
listen
at
to
those
this. Listen,
dates.
and it was funny. Here's the other funny part of this. It just doesn't. Unbelievable. None of this makes sense. None of your story can make sense at all. It's just over. Just tell the truth. Don't
What
make me sit here
were
and
you
keep
saying?
going.
Something else. Go ahead, say it.
Dee Dee, why do I need to keep going?
No, say
I've
it.
told it all. I've told it all.
Well,
I'm tired of telling.
the money part, he did that. I told you so. He wouldn't have to pay gift tax.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want that.
He gave you everything he had and said, "Don't pay for me because
He
I don't
did.
want to pay the gift
He
tax."
doesn't.
See, that makes a lot of sense.
Because
Yep.
I'm supposed to hold on to it till he comes back. He's supposed to be getting money when he wants. And he did. He got money when he wants.
Hang on a minute. He's not coming back because we just dug him out of your property.
You knew that. You knew that from the get-go. You told the CI on the tape. You knew he was dead on April 6th.
We don't need to tell you what we did or not. We're talking about
April 6th. And it's June 29th. Wow.
you and the fact
Wow.
that you got a 15-year-old child
You
that's
don't
potentially got to
believe
lose
me.
both parents to a
Okay.
prison sentence.
But you don't believe me that I didn't kill him. So lock me up and I'll prove in court I didn't kill him.
Because if you tell me the
based on a
truth,
jury.
because if you tell us the truth right now, what you tell us will depend on our forensics that we just uncovered, the scenes that we have just processed, and we will know whether or not, hang on a minute, let me finish. We will know if you are telling us the truth.
Why can't you from forensics measure my
Because we
height?
want to hear it.
Measure my height and what gun and what velocity.
We want to hear it
everything.
from your mouth.
Measure it from me.
And we shall know whether or not you are spinning another bullshit story or if you are telling us the truth then.
Damn.
And then maybe that will rule out James, as you say he's not involved. Maybe
that's a lot
that
of
will rule
pressure.
him out, depending on what you tell us, and we're going to know from the get-go if it's bullshit or not. Okay, we have been at your property since frickin' Monday night.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
Mhm.
You've had 2 sheriff's offices and multiple crime scene investigators out there for a week, and we're not done yet.
Wow.
Oh, we're going to play around there some more and get exactly what we need. Do you
Get
think we're
whatever
just?
you
Do you
need.
think we're just out
Get
there
whatever
eating,
you-
barbecuing, having
Get
coffee every
whatever
morning?
you need.
Wow. You think we are over there eating barbecue? Yeah, we just, you know.
I didn't do it. So take me to jail.
Well, it sure as hell looks like you did.
Well, take me to jail and
Then
I'll
tell
prove
us
it
who
in
did it.
court.
Let's hear your rationale. Let's hear your reasoning.
You
the
don't believe
story.
me.
No, I'll entertain your
You don't
your
believe
story
me. My
here.
lawyer will get to the bottom of it, and he will get the truth, and it will be in court.
I told you I'll listen
go
to
ahead
you.
and go to
I
jail.
told you I'll
Prove to
listen to
us.
you.
Prove
You
to
don't
us.
believe me.
Because you haven't said the truth yet. Okay? You think about this. Here's what I was going to tell you a minute ago. Okay? To believe your story, 2 murderous thugs
Okay.
killed, but they're going to leave you a witness alive. They didn't care about killing.
could still get them more money out of the banks. Look at the amounts of checks I wrote out. Look at, where did I spend
Was
all
there
that
even
money?
any money
Look at all
left?
that cash.
At that point, was there even
Yes,
any money left?
plenty. And look at all that cash. And look at how many times I took cash out so they could get more money from me. That they would come up and get.
You spent all that money.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
But how much money?
So you're talking about when I got out $5,000 and $10,000 cash, what do I have in my house that I have spent $5,000 and $10,000? Most of that stuff I put in my house, I bought before I even got there. Look at what my Stevenson house looked like before. Look at the pictures on the internet
Stop
of
and
my
don't f***ing yell at me.
Uh-oh.
I haven't yelled at you once today.
Yes, you did.
That was the first time.
Over the past several weeks, these detectives have investigated every single one of Dee Dee's stories. Their investigation would cover 2 different counties, and they would interview dozens of people. To say that these detectives are tired of her lies would be an understatement.
Did you not text Detective Clark and say you want to talk to him and the Hillsborough County detective over the
No, he
case?
asked me if I wanted to.
Well, it looked like the text was sent to him in that response that you wanted to talk to us. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be the same thing where you didn't believe me, for there was somebody else.
Wow. I didn't, I basically, I texted him because I thought this time you guys are going to believe me. Like, this time is going to be different, this time is going to, yeah.
I never said I wasn't going to believe you. I'm relying on the investigation that we have done for 1 week at your property.
You think I took and shot a man, dragged him all the way by myself over to a hole that's clear across the way. I've seen it beside of freaking blood. I couldn't be an RN or an LPN. I went to EMT school, and because of EMT school, I realized I didn't like blood. I didn't like being around it. I worked as a CNA. I opened up my own shop so I didn't have to. And I'm going to take a body all the way over there by myself.
Dee Dee, here's the problem. There may have been somebody else, but it's not like you're saying, okay? Was killed the night of April 6th. He wasn't buried until April 7th, okay?
So a whole day.
Tell me, you see a guy get killed in front of you, in your place with your gun, then you go home with Shar, okay?
I go home with Shar.
You go home to Shar that night, and then you come back the next day to 2 guys that are still waiting for you with a dead body, okay? You don't call the police. You don't do anything, okay? None of that. You're going to actually think that a jury is going to believe that crap.
So the story is, she's with a guy at her property. 2 guys kill him. She goes to someone's house for a certain amount of time. I don't know exactly how much time. Then she comes back to the property, and the 2 guys that killed that killed Abraham, they're still there. Hey, we want more money from you, and we're gonna wait here next to the crime scene. It makes a lot of sense, Dee Dee.
Oh, because hold on. Let me answer. Because they threatened to hurt my son. Well, how exactly would they have hurt your son? Had you driven to your house, dialed 911?
So in the meanwhile, when you go from the murder place to that person's house, you don't call 911 because they threatened your son. I think that was the best moment to call 911. You're like, okay, I'm out of the situation, let me call 911, and then they would have sent SWAT and everybody else, and I would have been innocent. Proven innocent.
These people are at my house with a dead body now. Guess what would have happened? They would have been arrested that day.
It makes sense.
So how could they have hurt you?
Peed my pants. I peed
Dee
my pants.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Just arrest me.
No, hang on a minute. I don't want to just arrest you. I want the truth. Okay?
And I want to have some fun.
Take a sip of water. Take a breath.
Take a drink.
The detectives leave the room to regroup and go over the next line of questioning. Dee Dee realizes she needs to manipulate the detectives, so she begins crying as loud as she can.
Typical.
You all right?
No, I'm just fake crying as loud as I can. hiccup comes in the room.
In fact, you come over here, okay? Listen to me, okay? You come over here. We're all adults here. You want to talk, okay? You let Detective Clark know and all that. Yeah, I've never met you. Okay, this is the first meeting, okay? I see, you're emotional, you're getting up and down. I just want to make sure all's on the up and up. Have you been drinking anything today or anything? Do you use any type of prescriptions or narcotics or anything like that?
No, I just use a lot of lies.
Asking. That's part of my job.
Okay? I wasn't going to take a drug test.
I'm not asking you to take a drug test.
I don't do anything bad in my life. I never have.
I don't do anything bad in my life. Just shoplifting and many other crimes that they were said in the beginning.
I've done drugs, and I don't even drink and drive.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm getting charged with murder. Something I didn't even do.
Hey, I don't drink and drive, so why are you guys charging me for murder?
See an affidavit here? Did I say anything about being charged with murder? Did I?
No.
Okay. We're talking.
I recently
Dee Dee, you don't realize. You think you go around, you think all these people like you and they believe you and they're your friends, okay? Let me tell you what, all these guys that you're dealing with, they're your friends while you're standing there, while you're paying them money and while you're doing things for them, but the minute the police come around, guess what their line is? Fuck that white bitch.
Oh my God.
I ain't going down for her. Let me tell you exactly what happened. Here's what happened.
And that's verbatim. That's right out of their mouths.
That is exactly what happens every single time. You think all these people are going to lie for you because while you're standing there and you're giving them money to do this and that, they're going to do it. But when the rubber hits the road, honey, it don't happen.
Nope.
Okay? They tell the truth. And guess what? I can believe them because guess what? It pans out every single time. From the audio recordings to handing me the freaking the affidavit you wanted, et cetera, to sign, to all this stuff. It always...
That's what he told me he had seen. He told me that.
No. And it's not going to fly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you here. You don't realize it, but I'm trying to help you.
And I didn't end up making him sign it.
Okay? No, because he wouldn't sign it. What do you mean making him sign it? Because he wouldn't.
Dee Dee, in the last hour and 10 minutes that we've been sitting here talking to you, I picked up on some physical cues, and they're just quite interesting because I know all these concocted stories. I've watched your interview from Monday night with Detective Carter. Not Clark. I'm sorry.
They're videotaped over there?
They might be.
I thought that was against the law without me knowing.
It's not against the law. We are law enforcement.
Okay? Oh,
but
Lord.
I've noticed something
that was a good
interesting.
comeback.
It's when you start to kind of merge into this new concocted story or another rabbit hole, as I like to refer to. You have just this, discerned look on your face and your eyes. I mean, it's just this serious look. And then when the truth hits out of Detective Wallace's mouth from his long-term investigation.
One thing I like about this this channel is that they don't stop, which I'm doing the mistake right now, but I'm doing a reaction video. So he doesn't stop at every single moment when, look at now, she's having the leg across, and that creates a barrier imaginary barrier between her and the investigator, or she doesn't look at the investigator, she's looking in the right corner. I like that because sometimes, okay, he said he has some clues, but I think you need to let it flow a little bit. Not everything means something. Sometimes it means something, but sometimes it's just if I do this, that means I am afraid of the computer. I don't know.
And he's putting to you poignant facts that are true, and you know they're true. Your eyes just shut, and your wheels are just turning in your head, and you're thinking to yourself, and you're saying, damn it, if he ain't right.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm thinking that the money stuff he talked about, you want the money to be the motive, and that's not.
No, what I'm telling you is the money is the motive. The money, Dee Dee, listen to me. When you put it in front of a jury, the jury is going to look like...
The jury will convict me, and you will convict an innocent person.
No, we won't.
And then, you know what? Life will not exist that I know of, because I thought that we lived in society that people wanted the truth.
Don't start that crap.
Oh
Okay?
my God.
The truth is you had something to do with it, and now it's
No,
time for you to tell
I
the
didn't.
truth about what happened.
I'm telling you the
No,
truth
you're
and you
not.
don't want to listen.
No.
You don't care. No, you don't. You don't want the truth.
Dee Dee.
You want your side. You
Dee
want
Dee.
your drama. You
Dee
want
Dee.
your believing.
No.
Oh, we want drama. Do you think we like working around the clock all week, being away?
Yeah, they
from
like
our own
drama.
personal lives?
Do you think I like digging up a dead man from April? Do you really think I enjoyed
Do
it?
you think any human being deserves to be put in a shallow grave on
And
property?
that's why
Yeah, from now on, the detectives are getting a bit more and more aggressive. That's kind of like I said, the first time when the detectives are getting really aggressive.
And
I
they have
said I would
concrete
talk
poured
to
over
you.
it?
It's not right. He's not a piece of trash. He doesn't belong there. It wasn't right. You don't
Then
do
why
that.
did you put him there?
I didn't put him there.
You, Dee Dee, you knew exactly where he was
Because-
hang on a minute, because you put the piece of metal right over. It was exactly where you put
Because
it right
Ronald
exactly
told
where.
me where it was and how he got it there.
No.
He had a guy that I called Ronald come by and pick it up.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Why is he laughing?
Okay, so the jury's going to buy all of that.
No,
but
they're not.
gonna-
I'm going to jail for something I didn't do.
And so is James Moore.
Why is James going?
I told
He
you.
dug a hole.
You're
dug a
trying
hole.
to
Dig in
threaten
a
me
hole.
with that because that is not fair.
That's
He
what's
did
gonna happen.
not dig that
That's
hole.
what's gonna happen.
He did
I'm
not
not
dig
threatening
that
you with
hole.
anything. That's what's going to happen.
That is not
That's
fair.
not gonna happen.
Why?
Dee
What do
Dee,
I have to do
accessory to
to
murder.
make that? So you want me
Tell
to
the
admit
truth.
to a crime I
want you to
didn't
tell
do?
the truth.
You know, you
I
want me to
want you to
admit
tell the
to
truth.
something.
I want you to tell the truth.
A guy come in and shot him, took everything that we had in the safe for cash, and left with it.
And left you alive
Yes.
to give money to some.
So he came, killed a person, and took the money, and yep, I'm just gonna leave this person alive. Somehow she's alive.
Somebody who you don't know. Right? This is your story. Let's get it straight. So this guy kills, leaves you alive for you to give him $5,000 or $10,000 here or there to another guy that
Look
you
at my
don't know.
bank statement.
To another guy that you don't know.
We have looked at your bank statement.
So another guy that you don't know, and I guess that's the guy that you'd put the money on the back porch, and then the guy would just sneak up in the middle of the night and take the $5,000 or $10,000 and leave. Is that the story that we're gonna go with? I mean, really, I've got children's books that
laughing.
are written better than that.
Oh my!
Before Dee Dee told the police her newest story,
Wow. Wait a second.
Children's books that are written better than that.
Before Dee Dee told the police her newest story about how Abraham was killed, she wanted to know if she told them the truth, could she keep her stuff? The detectives bring up this conversation to show Dee Dee that her greed never ends.
It wasn't like that.
I
He was
have
trying to tell me I was going to
I have
lose
an innocent
everything.
man buried on my property rotting. Can I keep my stuff
I
out of the way?
didn't know.
Come
I'm
on.
saying that I did not do it, and he was saying I'm going to lose everything. And why should I lose everything when I didn't kill the man?
Can I
did
keep
not
my
kill
stuff?
that man.
I'll tell you the truth. Can I keep my stuff? But no, the money's not the motive. But no, there's a guy that I don't know his name, that I call this guy Ronald, that I was going to pay another guy to be Ronald.
That sneaks up and takes money off the back porch.
Dee Dee, come on. This isn't the world we live in, and you know it. Nobody lives in that world. Nobody. Okay? This is not a book. This is not a made-up story. This is real life. And
Yeah.
it's Lakeland,
In real
Florida,
life, it
and it
is-
didn't happen.
Yes, and it's real life, and this did happen. And
Real
I don't
life.
care. Real life, this did happen. Real life.
Real life.
I was really scared.
Real life, you're going to go to prison, James is going to go to prison, and RJ's going to be raised by somebody else.
That is not fair to James. James did not.
Then you know what?
do
You're right. It's not fair. So tell the truth
Why
and
are
do
you-
something fair.
Why are you blackmailing
something fair.
me? You're telling me only if I tell you what you want to hear in the story you want to hear, then James
No,
doesn't go to
if you
jail.
tell me the
We
truth.
don't want to hear a story. We don't want to hear something that you think we want to hear. We want to hear the truth.
I
And right
told
now,
you
you are
it
mocking
was-
two detectives with this fabricated shit is what you're doing.
Damn.
You're telling me there was nobody else there. You're telling me that
No, I
it was
didn't.
not-
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, neither of us said that. What we said was there probably was somebody there, and you know who it is, and you're not telling us.
You're not
That's what we
coming out
said.
with
I
it.
don't know their name, and
Mhm.
I'm
Dee Dee,
sorry.
Dee Dee, you do know their name, you know who they were, and you arranged it.
Now tell the truth. Tell the truth and save everybody a lot of grief. Let that man rest in peace. Let his mom know what happened. And let your son have a father. Do it. It's the end of the road. It's the bottom of the barrel. It's 6 feet under a concrete slab. It's time. It's over. Don't you understand? I have laid it out, and even you can understand that. Even you can understand that. I can tell you right now, not even your family can sit on a jury and hear all the evidence against you and not put you in jail for the rest of your life for having that man killed. And you know it's true. Don't A and B and but and because. It's over. It is the truth. It's time to come to grips with the truth. That man died on April 6th because of something you did.
I did not have that man killed. There is no motive. There is no reason why.
There's plenty of motive. There's plenty of motive.
I wouldn't do that to
There's over $3 million worth of assets of motive.
Well, you know
God
what?
damn.
I'm going to go to jail for it and put an innocent victim in jail. You can put me in jail.
There's only one victim.
Because that is not fair.
There's only one victim. There's one.
Well, you know what? Then go ahead and lock me up because I didn't kill him. And if a jury sends me, then there's no justice in this world.
So you'd be willing to, you're saying to put you in jail, you'd be willing to take that ride and go to jail and not
because I can't give you the person's name. I can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Who do you want it to be?
We want it to be the right person. Tell me who it is. The truth. Tell the truth. For once in
So the detectives have a lot of evidence against her, and she still doesn't want to say the truth. Man, sometimes people are going to like extreme lengths and stories and lies and fabricated stuff just to not go to jail, I guess.
In this whole story, please tell the truth.
I really don't know their name.
Dee Dee, that's not the truth.
And it's not, I didn't hire them. It's not some big conspiracy that I hired this gentleman to do this. That's crazy.
I think, well, there's been a lot of conspiracy after the fact.
Yes, because I was scared, because I knew I would be implicated, because I knew I'd go to prison for something I didn't do.
They even left you the gun.
So you are not doing something wrong, but you already know you are going to jail and they're gonna accuse you of stuff. So then you start lying and fabricating stuff. That's how the real world works, I guess.
Why would you think you were going to prison if you were totally innocent?
Correct.
Because the money. Because
you just said the money were not a motive. Okay, they were not a motive for you to kill him, but now you say the money would be something that would incriminate you, okay?
Of everything that did before he left, because of all of that, look, it's all a money trail, and that's what everybody looks at. They just look at the money trail.
We're going to take this circle right back to the beginning and go to the simple word of greed.
Yeah.
That's exactly what kept this conspiracy going.
No.
Yes, it is.
It was not.
Yes,
greed.
it is.
I
had you been scared,
I had invested
hush
in a
a minute
paintball
and
bill so he
listen
could
to
get
me.
money from
Had
it.
you been scared, had you any heart left, you would have picked up the phone and called the cops.
Correct.
I wouldn't kill him.
It doesn't take much to point a gun and pull a
I'm not going to
trigger.
admit to something you want me to admit to. You can send an innocent person to jail because that's what you're going to do. And
No,
if you can live
I don't
with that,
send innocent
well,
people
you
to
do,
jail.
you're going to. Because this
No,
time
I
you're
don't
going
feel
to.
that I am sending
Look at how many.
innocent
Look at
persons
how
to
many
jail.
people have been innocently done before DNA come up. With DNA testing, look at all the people that have got innocently put in jail. I did not do it over.
Let me tell you what,
This
none of
isn't
them
an
had a dead
issue
body
of-
on their yard.
This isn't an issue of DNA. This
Okay.
is a human being that rotted 6 feet under the ground on your
I
property
can't believe
where you
Charlie
showed
back
Greg
then.
where he is buried. That is what we have. Let's not even think about DNA right now.
This is not Dee Dee's first time in an interrogation room, and she most likely knows that the smartest thing she can do is stop talking and ask for a lawyer. Unfortunately for her, her narcissistic personality leads her to believe that somehow she can manipulate the police and get away with murder, even though all of her stories have been proven false. Her pride won't let her admit defeat.
You knew on November 10th.
That's another thing I don't understand why. Like some of those criminals, they're like, you know, you have the right to get an attorney, and even if you don't have money to pay, they can, you know, give you one, whatever. It's still an attorney. But some of those people, they just, I don't know. I think I've heard or somebody said that sometimes people think if you ask for an attorney, that means you automatically guilty, which.
10th or 11th, when I had you down at that office, it was going to lead to dead body on your property underneath your slab. You knew it, and you did everything you could, A, to try and make it look like he was alive and somewhere else, and then B, to try and make it look like somebody else did it.
I said this is June, but this is actually January. So from April to January. Wow.
You were freaking gonna pay a man to say he killed him. You were gonna pay an undercover officer $50,000 to say that he killed that man. You were gonna have Greg, you were gonna have Greg turn around and dig up the man's rotted body. You gave Greg the gun,
and you left that trailer with supplies for a rotting corpse.
So that he could have a proper burial.
Oh, wow.
Once I found out he was really there, I wanted him to.
You knew he was there since April! You had your husband drink the coal! Come on! You knew where he was at! Are you kidding me?
You calculated every detail of this.
He was there.
Bad cop, worst cop.
You were calculating.
God.
You positioned that white Ford truck with a trailer, a nice new trailer,
That's 'cause
with
Greg
a
was telling me to do
galvanized
that.
steel tub,
Greg was telling me to do that.
bleach, Lysol, all that
Greg
crap.
was telling me to
Hang
do
on a
that.
minute. And we have you on store video at several locations buying all this shit.
Didn't Greg tell me to do that? Listen to the
Who's
thing.
Greg?
Listen to the paper.
It's
Listen to the
D.D.
paper.
Moore on the video purchasing this stuff.
Come on,
Go
Dee.
ahead. Arrest me.
The paper doesn't say anything.
For something I didn't do.
For the rest of your life.
I don't have a choice. It
For the
all points
rest
to me
Hello?
that
of your
you
life.
don't want to believe
Would
me.
you like an adjoining cell with James?
James does not deserve
I don't think
that.
he'd want to be anywhere near you.
James does not deserve that.
That's what he.
Poor
you're right.
husband,
You're
man.
right. He doesn't deserve to be next to you. You're right. I'll make sure it's a different jail because I don't want him
He
next.
does not deserve that.
He doesn't
has
deserve to
not
be
did
next to
nothing.
you.
But you're trying to blackmail me by telling me he's
I'm
going to
not
go to
trying to
jail if I
blackmail
don't
you.
Blackmailing?
tell you.
There's
what
no
you hear.
blackmailing.
Well, then the story I told you.
Then tell me the truth!
Ooh.
I don't know the guy's name.
Oh my God! So this ruthless killer killed and leaves you alive, a witness. You alive?
And you
Are you
continue.
kidding me? We are murder detectives. We deal with stuff every day. If a robbery like that goes down, they kill all the witnesses.
Or they
no,
run
that's
away.
Right, you talked them out of killing you. Are you kidding me? The only thing you can talk people into is shooting you. She's a con artist. She conned
Oh.
every dime.
No way. Wow. Damn.
Leaves you alive, a witness.
Wow.
You alive?
And you
Are you
continue.
kidding me? We are murder detectives. We deal with stuff every day. If a robbery like that goes down, they kill all the witnesses. Oh no, that's right. You talked them out of killing you. Are you kidding me? The only thing you can talk people into is shooting you.
Yeah.
Dee Moore is a con artist. She conned every dime out of my uncle
And
and my cousin.
you know what? Just about every person we have spoken to and re-interviewed,
Wow.
correct me if I'm wrong, Detective Wallace, has all said in comment about you, Ms. Dee Moore. Doris Moore, is that how the correct pronunciation of your first name?
Mm-hmm.
She duped me. I feel like an idiot because she duped me.
Here's
And
the-
these are street smart people that usually don't get duped.
Duped.
These are men that were embarrassed to say that to two cops that were
It was
street
not like-
smart,
It was not
and they
like
all have
that.
the same common phrase.
Dee
Dee
duped me.
It was not like that.
The detectives realize that Dee Dee does not like the idea of her husband being charged with murder, so they're about to make a phone call in front of her. The call is meant to convince Dee Dee that her husband is about to be arrested because she doesn't stop lying.
Well, since you want to say I killed him, I mean, you know, that's what you're saying, then just arrest me because you're going to be
One.
arresting a innocent
Let's do
person.
something first. Hang on.
I did not kill
Do something first.
what?
Let me make a call. Hey, yeah. Go on over, the house is on Forbes Road, and go ahead and get him.
That's not fair. Don't
Wow.
do that.
It's the dude that looks like James Moore.
Okay,
Go ahead
I'll
and get
talk. Don't.
Go ahead and
Don't.
hang on a minute. Are you gonna talk or not?
Yeah.
Hold off. But I want.
Oh, dude, that's like how would you treat a kid, man? Like, oh, I'm gonna call your dad, and you just fake call and like, hey, you're gonna listen or not?
I want you there off of Jerry Smith and Trapnell and wait for my next call.
Do you think we're frickin' playing games with you, Dee Dee?
What do you want me to say to not hit
No,
you?
don't. The truth. Don't play this frickin' game anymore. You look me straight in the eye and decide your fate right here, right now. Because I got no qualms with locking up your husband with your ass and putting your son in protective custody until we can sort out who can be his guardian. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I am not playing any more frickin' games with you, Dee Dee.
He's mad.
I did not have that man hired to kill. If you want me to say I hired him, then say I hired him.
I don't want
Whatever
you to
want.
say.
But he came there.
Look
and
at me.
hurt him.
A minute.
Dude, she's
I
lying.
don't
Like,
want you to
oh my
say
god.
anything that you think I want you to say. I want the truth. And I will know the truth when I hear it from your mouth based on what I already found out this week. 1 week is what I have spent backfilling and backfeeding on all the 10 months that man and his partners have done.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a murder. I am not talking about a money trail right now. I am talking about the murder of.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the truth about what happened to and who was involved with you before we go to your ex-husband's house and lock his ass up.
That's
And
That's
RJ
rough.
is there right now. Do you think I'm playing games?
No, I don't. But
Sit
that's
back
not
and talk
fair.
to me.
That's not fair.
It is fair. It's reality. It's called solving crimes, Dee Dee. It is law
I
enforcement.
really don't know the guy's name. I really
I don't believe that for 1 second.
damn.
I would not ever shoot another human being. That is really sick. Very sick. Very, very sick.
Maybe you would pay
A
somebody.
valuable witness.
The truth out?
Nah.
Okay.
A valuable witness.
That's it. I'm done.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit
That's not
down
fair.
now.
That's
That's it. I'm
blackmail.
done. I'm
That's
done.
blackmail.
No, it's
That's
not.
why can't I
Okay.
go to jail and take the charges? Why can't I take the
Go right
charges?
now.
Just say I did it.
It's going right now.
Wow.
No, just say I did it.
James is going first.
Wow.
What am I supposed to do? Lie to you? That's not fair.
Yeah, you've been lying.
You're
You've been
blackmailing
lying.
me to lie to you so this man doesn't get arrested.
Define how this is blackmail. It's called
Because
investigation.
you want me to
if
say
we have
something
probable
that's
cause,
not
then we're
true.
going to affect probable cause.
You're wanting me to say something that is not true. You're wanting me to say I did it, I concocted it,
So far, she said only like one true thing. The whole investigation. She's still trying to like twist and turn. The detectives, they are doing a great job by not telling her everything, but she knows she's been caught. Like, I'm pretty sure in her mind right now is like, I know I've been caught, but she's still trying.
I hired this man and everything. You're wanting me to
your
say
reliability
that.
and accountability of speaking the truth is all shot to hell.
Okay, well that's fine, but I'm not going to sit there and lie
Sit back.
about stuff I didn't do.
Detectives are not allowed to threaten a suspect if the threats include illegal actions. For example, they can't threat physical harm or do things like deny them food or water. However, they are allowed to make legal threats.
But that's not threatening already. Like, oh, they're not giving food and water. That's not threatening. That's actually an action. A threat would be like the way he said, "That's it. I'm gonna put your husband in jail," like for no reason. But her husband dug the hole. But as you guys remember, she lied to him. It's still a form of blackmailing. I feel like it's depends how you wanna look at it.
Like charging a family member if they suspect they are involved in a crime.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that James couldn't pass a polygraph to say he didn't have any
Polygraphs
clue?
are inadmissible in court.
Well,
Yes,
he never would do anything wrong in his life. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to take the charge and go ahead and say I murdered him so that he doesn't get charged?
I want the truth from you for the first time since November 10th.
I told you the truth. I don't
No, you
know
haven't.
the guy. He
No,
came in and he...
No, you haven't! You have not! Quit yelling at me. I've been nice to you the whole time.
No, you haven't. That's a
You
lie.
want me to tell
That's
you
a lie,
lie.
detective.
So you tell me what lie you want me to tell you, and then James can stay there, because that's not fair to him. He did not know anything. He is innocent in all of this, and so you're going to put an innocent
But
man in
you
jail.
are not. You are not.
You want me to admit
You
that I
are not.
forcefully, I paid some crazy man to kill, and that is not true. I wouldn't pay for a man to get
What
killed
is
over
the
f***ing money.
What is the truth? So you killed him yourself.
Mm.
I wouldn't kill a man over that. So I'm going to take by myself and take a body out of a house,
Not that hard.
and shoot him and handle all of that emotionally.
Oh, wow.
And then handle emotionally disposing of it by myself.
Yeah,
You've
people
done
do it
pretty
every
well.
day.
People do it every day. Oh.
Dee Dee was allowed to go home after this interrogation, but the next day, after she had time to think up an explanation to all the evidence, Dee Dee asked if she could be interviewed again. In the end, the detectives were once again able to discredit her new narrative, and they called her out for all her lies.
You don't care. You care about you.
No, I
You are
do
the
care.
only one that you care about. You're the most selfish woman I've ever seen in my life.
No,
Wow.
I do care.
Who do you care about? When you
care
look in
about
the mirror,
myself.
I care about me, and that's
I
it.
don't.
He's
I'm
laughing.
gonna go in prison for something I didn't even do
He's
and
laughing.
sit on a mattress with no pillow.
No,
With
they
no
give you
pillow.
pillows.
So she went home. She thought about an explanation. She came back, and she still cannot convince them. Mm.
No, you get a
Prison.
pillow.
Yeah, they give you pillows.
Oh, I heard
You
they
even
did.
get, yeah, you even
They give
get
you
like a
nice
blanket.
pillows and blankets, sheets, all that stuff. You
Oh.
get linens in prison.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 meals
They're
a
not,
day.
I don't think they're
Oh,
3 meals a day.
jail?
No,
You don't-
jail you have pillows too.
Everybody told me you didn't get a pillow.
Falkenberg has great pillows. Orient Road has great pillows.
Oh, they told me you
In
didn't
fact,
get
the laundry room's right over here. You
Oh.
yeah, I see it
Bro,
every
these
morning.
guys are good,
They're out
man.
there cleaning the sheets and drying. Oh
You
yeah,
can get a
it's all-
job
it's
too.
all
They
there.
can give you a work while you're there. You can clean,
Yeah.
you can wash, or you can cook. I mean,
Wow, it's better
live
than
the rest of your life.
it's better than outside, you know. 3 meals a
Do you know
day.
how to cook?
You know how to cook.
You have like culinary skills and stuff.
Yeah, I know how to cook.
Can you cook for
That
3,000?
could be that
Only
could be
3,000.
valuable over there.
Yeah. I can do that.
Maybe you can do that. You can like stir the beans.
Stir the beans.
Take care of the bologna sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different trustee positions at different state prisons around
Look on the
state
bright
of
side
Florida.
of it. You got to blow through $1 million. A lot of people will never get to do that.
Yeah.
At least you get to do that before you're into your life ended.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go to prison and I'll have to fight my way out. I know.
Dude,
I
you'll
can
never
do
get
it.
out. You're never getting
Damn.
out.
Why?
It's done.
Once you get sentenced to a prison sentence,
I thought
you
life
gotta,
in prison was 25 years.
Oh no!
What?
No,
Oh.
life in
Murder,
prison
dear.
means like the rest of your life. in
Natural
prison.
born
If
life.
you were
Where, who, like honestly, who gave these women information? Like, what do you mean life in prison meaning 25 years? Like, who's her lawyer?
getting 25 years and the judge say, oh, 25-year sentence, 35-year sentence, 50-year sentence, life in prison means when you go in, you don't come out. Kind
That's
of
it.
like the, what is that, Roach Motel thing? Roaches go in, they don't come out.
Lord,
roach.
oh
Yeah,
my,
You be the roach. You go
they are
in.
the roach.
That's life. That's life in prison.
That's like,
I don't know what you're thinking.
But don't forget they have pillows, blankets, sheets.
Oh,
You don't
wow.
have to worry about that.
And shower shoes. You get
Shower
those orange
shoes,
plastic
yeah.
shower shoes.
bunch of showers.
They even have hot water.
Then they have hot
They have
water. Did you know that they have hot
You can
water?
shower with other people.
Ah.
You know.
It won't be like that shower that's in that red brick home, that nicely renovated bathroom. It won't be like that. It's big
Very
open room,
essential.
tile, bunch of shower heads popping out, yeah, that kind of thing.
That's not fair when I didn't kill anybody.
Oh, you want your
But you don't want
You on your
don't
private
tell the
bathroom?
truth.
I mean, What do you want us to do? Say, all right, you're right, Dee Dee. Gee, that's not fair. I mean, we got everything pointed to Dee Dee Moore, so hey, all right, not fair.
Hey, but she
we'll go tell
told
the
us
judge it ain't fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. You cannot.
So, Your
it's
Honor,
not fair.
I think
That may hold some credence.
And I tried to name all the people's names that could have had somebody sent there to do it, and you wouldn't look any of them up.
that could have. Somebody could have done this. Somebody could. Of course, I was standing there and I buried the damn body, and I'm part of it. But I'm not.
And then I even showed right where it is, underneath the little piece of metal, and whispered away. Here's the gun that he was killed with. Here's the body.
But I'm not going to say who it was. But there's a ton of people that it could be.
I didn't do that.
Hell, it could be somebody that we don't even know about.
Somebody completely new.
I might have passed the guy this morning on the way here.
Bro, this guy's full of sarcasm.
Real busy thoroughfare between your county.
I might have seen him last time I went to dinner at Barnacles. The guy might have been there. There's a lot of people I saw.
A lot of people.
Don't worry about it. I think we're done today. You ready to go?
I'm
Don't stress yourself.
thinking, when did she got arrested though?
Just anticipate it.
I know. Just tell me when you want me to be here.
I told you, I'll come pick you up.
No, because you want a big show. You're only doing that to show off. You want the media there. You want the pictures. Okay.
Oh my gosh, she really thinks that like all these things is because of a show. Like they wanna. Those two detectives, they deserve their own show. They do. Like they're funny. It is about a crime, but they're really funny.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'll bet you money you'll have cameras lined up for me to walk into the jail.
Nobody cares.
I would never hurt that man. He knows I would. Everyone knows I would never hurt that man in any way.
Did you murder Abraham Shakespeare?
Absolutely not.
No.
And I would
Dee Dee,
not do that.
you indicated you know who pulled the trigger.
I have given all
And she talks with the.
to the sheriff's department.
With the situation and how it went down, I wouldn't believe myself. I would say, lock her up. I would. Because, but there's always two sides to every story. There's always more to any situation. God up above knows I didn't shoot that man, and that is the only person I have to answer to.
Dee Dee was charged with first-degree murder. Throughout the trial, Dee Dee made sure that she was the center of attention. She cried as loud as she could, and she was always reacting to the evidence. She even made threats to witnesses and was thrown out of the courtroom. Dee Dee was found guilty, and she received life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Go check Red 3 Crime. His channel has a lot of videos. I'm gonna try to cover as many as I can. Again, I'm not a legal expert, but I have common sense, I hope. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye bye.